Hey folks, Chris Gordon back with you, and I'm going to call this part 2 of the Matteo Mancuso lick or line that he played on the Rick Beato show that has been somewhat of an obsession with me for the past couple of days. My first video, I just kind of broke down my fingering. And over the past couple of days, I've set aside a little bit of time to focus on looping it, and then maybe, I don't know, trying to develop it in my own way and maybe find a way to incorporate the concept, not the line itself, but the concept into my own playing. So I wanted to share with you today how I did that, or my approach to it, and some of the ideas that I came up with that didn't deviate from the line itself, but my approach to the line. So let's check it out, see what happens. The way I have the setup for this is, again, because I'm using a pick, it's going to not have the same sonic quality as Mancuso's does, Matteo's, obviously because he has such a gorgeous tone with that finger work he does. So, again, this is not in any way to try to outplay it or, you know, nothing like that at all. It's just very inspiring. And actually, more importantly, I like the line. I think the line is actually it's a win-win because the line is so cool. Okay. So kind of mimicking a little bit of Pat Martino's tone here, where I roll the tone pot off completely. I think I said this before. I never do that, but I kind of like that feel. I think one of the things that I am continuing to focus on, because it is a bit of a struggle, is letting go of that accent, or that what I call it the punch on that first note, because it's that downstroke. But I like the accent of it, if you will. But just let it flow. Really relaxing the hands. And then when I was messing with this, I was really kind of working on my timing, and I decided to kind of do a Di Meola thing where I muted. So it's kind of like Frank Gabali and Al Di Meola had a love child, I guess. I don't know. It helped me a lot was really hearing that rhythmic kind of special in that upsweep. So it's kind of like a Gambale Di Meola idea, where I'm sweeping but I'm muting like Di Meola would. It's got this really kind of nice percussive effect. The other thing I'm doing there with that percussion thing is something I've been doing live for a very long time, and I never really think about it when I'm doing it, but it's something I was messing with many years ago. So I'm going to not mute with the picking hand. I'm actually, I'm fretting, but I'm not pressing down. I'm just touching. So we all remember when we first had to learn the F chord or something like that, and we weren't really pressing down enough, that kind of thing. So I kind of reverted back to that idea of not pressing on the notes, but just touching the strings over those frets. And there's kind of, you can still hear the harmony to an extent. It's kind of like a shadow mute, I guess. There's a phrase, shadow muting. But it's great because it's so much more drum oriented. Now, and you can even add, if you'd like, harmonic because you're already in that zone of touching, just touching the strings. Whoops. Sorry. There we go. Something like that, maybe. And then I'll go back to and I've got it at 120 to start, so I'm kind of starting there just to get that lock. Well, do a few resolutions there. I like that. What this is doing for me now is helping me focus on staying very relaxed. Okay. Let me get the stressor. Okay, one more. All right. So anyway, that's been my progress with this so far. It's part of my regimen. Really like it. And again, big thanks to Matteo for the inspiration behind it, and of course, two of my huge heroes, Franco Bali and Al Di Meola, just trying to expand the idea. All right, I promise the next part of that pentatonic thing is coming. I keep delaying that, but it's coming, I promise. All right, everyone, have a great day.